supposed to be some kind of joke?
If it is, nobody's told me.
So what you say?
You don't get it, do you? I'm married to him as well.
Look, maybe you two. Maybe this isn't the right place.
Married? To Peter? My Peter?
Only he's not yours. He's what you might call ours.
Look, why don't you two go through to the back?
I don't mind. We can do this anywhere. We can pin these pictures up on your notice board if you like.
Great. Yeah. Come through and you can tell me what this is about.
OK, but I thought I'd already done that.
No.
Don't blame me, because I didn't tell her.
Never mind who told her. It's telling Peter we have to do now. Let him know what he's in for.
Hand a bit on the light bottle, please.
Right away, Jack. You have a go, will you?
Sit down.
Thank you.
Let's see him again.
You can look at them for as long as you like. They're not going to change. They show me and Peter on our wedding day.
Well, I have to take your word for that, don't I? Because there's no church or bridesmaids are out.
It was a registry office wedding, us and 2 witnesses, one of who's standing out there in your bar.
So you say? And I'm saying that these pictures don't prove anything. I mean, they could have been taken anywhere. A race meeting, for instance.
Oh, please.
They could. And now you're bringing them here to, well, I don't know, to cause trouble for me and Peter for some reason.
Let's ask Tracy then, shall we? She's in there. Shall we go and ask her?
So if you are married to Peter, like you say, then why isn't he living with you, eh? Why does he live here with me?
Because 2 days after these were taken, I threw him out. And why did I do that? Because I found out he was still engaged to you.
And when's all this supposed to have happened?
March the 24th this year.
The 24th?
And I've got the certificate to prove it.
Well, it can't be. Because the 24th was when we buried my sister. It was our Sharon's funeral, and Peter was there.
Well, he must have been in 2 places at once then.
It wasn't just me, there was loads of people there.
What time did he leave?
What time was what you're saying was your wedding?
1:30, only he was late. I wasn't expecting him to turn up then. Suddenly there he was. We got married, and 2 days later I found him talking on his mobile phone to you. Believe me, don't believe me. Me and Peter were married. We still are married. In fact, we have a child.
No.
Simon. He's 3 months old. Yeah, I've got a picture of him as well. He's got a look of his dad, don't you think?
No, I can't. The stupid phone keeps asking me to try again later. Do you not realise later's too late?
Yeah, well, he can't do out even if we get through.
Well, we can let him know what's happened. He can prepare himself.
Hey, up, I thought you were digging for victory, lad.
Oh, Bernie Albright's on the warpath.
It was Bernie Albright.
He's in charge of the allotments.
Don't we know it?
He knows Mazzy's using your greenhouse. Well, he doesn't know it's her, but he knows somebody is, and you're not supposed to.
What have you said?
Well, I never got a chance.
You're right, she said.
We don't want to be talking to her at the bar. Ask her to come and sit at the table with us.
We should buy a drink first, don't you think?
Why, we've not come here for a drink.
Well, it's commercial etiquette. If you want to use the facilities, you first make a purchase. What would you like?
Orange juice, then.
2 orange juices, please, Kieran.
Staying off the vodka, Roy, eh?
Yes.
Here, you try again, will you?
Say what if I get through?
Ask him if he knows a quick way out of the country, and if he does, now's the time.
And Peter knows about him.
Peter knows all about him. Peter visits him regularly. In fact, he wants us to get back together so we can be a proper little family. At least that's what he was saying when he called round this morning. Yeah, and yesterday. Came about 11. Didn't stay long, though, because a friend of mine arrived.
If what you're saying is true, and you threw him out when you found out he was still engaged to me, and why would you let him call on you? Why would you have anything more to do with him?
Because he was that desperate to see Simon, he wouldn't take no for an answer. Kept saying how he wanted to help bring him up, be a proper father to him.
But you must have known he'd gone and married me.
Yeah, funny he never mentioned that. No, if he referred to you at all, it was as though you were ancient history, like he didn't see you anymore.
And, on these times when he called round to see you, did you carry on like you were still married?
Sleeping together? No way. Let's just get one thing straight, shall we? I haven't come round here to tell you I've been having some sort of affair. So don't think you can put me in the mistress category.
No.
I am the legal wife, right? We were married 24th of March this year, and it was all legal and above board. It's your marriage that was the farce. Well, I say marriage. Could hardly be, though, could it, if he was already married to me?
Was as far as I was concerned.
Well, yeah. I can see from your photos you must have pushed the boat out, wedding and a half. Just a shame that in the eyes of the law it didn't amount to much more than a fancy dress party. Or do you still think this is some kind of joke? Good. Well, we're getting somewhere then, aren't we? So where is he?
He's at a... As far as I know, he's at a race meeting.
Well, I'm here, so he's not with me. Maybe he's telling the truth for once. What time are you expecting him back?
I'm not sure.
I suppose you must be used to him disappearing, not knowing when he's going to turn up again.
I just don't believe that he can never have told you that we were getting married. I just don't...
I've explained to you
No,
what...
you listen to me. Now I've listened to you. I just don't believe that all this could have happened and that you carried on seeing him and you didn't realise that he was in another relationship. He was seeing somebody else.
But I did realise, and that's why I threw him out.
After that. After you'd had your baby when you started seeing him again.
Well, I didn't care. He might have had a dozen relationships. What did that matter to me?
So you didn't care that you were doing to somebody else what you say I was doing to you?
Oh, I see. So now it's my fault, not Peter's.
I just don't know how you couldn't have known, that's all.
The same way that you didn't, because he's a good liar. Good enough to get you to marry him when he was still married to me.
And... Is he really the father of your baby?
Oh, why should I say it if it's not true? I wish it weren't. I didn't want him anywhere near. I tried to stop him coming to the hospital. I tried to stop him from coming round to the flat, but no. He was determined. Simon's his son. But you know what? You don't have to take my word for it. When he gets here, you can ask him.
Can't hear a thing. Either they've killed each other or they're keeping their powder dry till Peter gets back.
Well, I still can't get him on this.
We have to warn them, man. We can't just let them walk in. Yes, lads.
Could we have a word with you, please, Tracy?
In private.
I thought we already had.
Yes, but it left us with certain uncertainties.
Like what?
Like, how do we know we can believe you?
I beg your pardon?
How can we be sure that the pregnancy is ongoing and that you're not just stringing us along in the hope of further payments?
Well, for one thing, I'm going for a scan tomorrow. You can come and watch that if you want.
Oh, right. Yeah, we will, yes. What time?
12 o'clock, antenatal clinic, Weatherfield General.
Thank you.
You serious? You're really going to go?
Yes, yes, I think I am.
Right. Let's go and see Mr. Albright then.
Look, I can't see how it's any of his business. It's your greenhouse.
That's what I'm going to tell him, Vera, but nicely.
You're not going to tell him about Maz, though.
Don't be daft. That'd be like admitting guilt, wouldn't it?
Vera,
Oh, hello.
you did some baking for Emily's church meeting, didn't you? The one we had yesterday?
Yeah, I did. Did you enjoy him?
Well, no, I didn't. They made me behave in a very peculiar fashion.
Well, I've never known you out else but peculiar. Can't blame my baking for that.
I can't think what else it was. That's all we had.
How did you find out?
I went looking for him in his shop. Somebody helpfully suggested, why didn't I go and ask his wife where he was?
In his shop?
Yeah,
I thought it was all him calling on you.
well, it was. Only recently he's been talking about us wanting to get back together and demanding I give him an answer, which is what I've come to do.
What answer?
Well, I don't think we need to worry about that now, do we? There's only one answer he's going to get now, and I'm going to enjoy giving it to him.
Look, I'm really sorry, but I want you to go. I want to see him by myself.
Look, I'm sorry too. I'm not going to walk away, not from this. I'm either waiting in here or in that bar.
Maybe he'll not turn up at all. Maybe somebody's told him and he'd run off rather than face either of us.
Evening, Emily.
How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Aren't you going in?
Oh, no, I'm going to use the back door. Stops me being tempted having a quick before my tea.
Very wise.
Oh, certainly am. Hi, Shell. It's only me.
Well, here he is, the husband.
What's happening?
It's your two wives, together at last.
Shell.
So it's true, is it?
Well,
You married to her?
I suppose I am, as it happens. Yeah.
I missed him. He came in the back.
Oh, never mind. I mean, you did your best, eh?
Look, I just want to say one thing, OK? And it's this. And you might not believe me. I mean, you probably won't, but this is true. I never planned it. I never planned to be married to both of you.
An accident, was it? Just happened.
It just happened because, look, I was going out with you, Shell, and I met Lucy, and, well, I fell for it, I did, but I told you that, didn't I? Didn't I tell you? I told you that I'd had this relationship.
Yeah. And then it meant nothing. And that it ended before Christmas, before we got engaged.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't, did it? Because you went and married her in March.
Yeah, but then it was over. That was it. It was finished.
Except for the little matter of a son. Yeah, she knows all about Simon.
Yeah, well, but look, that wasn't planned either. Shell, I was going to tell you about Lucy. I was, but look, then your sister died, didn't she? And how could I? I couldn't tell you, could I, the state you were in?
So you left my sister's funeral and you went and married her instead.
Which sounds awful, I know that, but what else could I do? Shell, that was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. Well, no, it's not true. This is the hardest till now. So, I married Lucy, OK? And I was going to tell you about her, OK? But then she found out about you, and she kicked me out. And that was it. It was finished. That's what I honestly thought. I honestly thought, that's it. It's over, so then. And what would have been the point in telling you?
Then I'd have known the truth, then I could have made my own mind up.
And I wish I would have done. Believe me, I wish I would have done now. But at the time, I thought, no, it's OK. Don't say anything. Just get a divorce, and then everything will be OK again.
You haven't, though, have you?
Because I can't. We have to wait 12 months. We have to be married for 12 months. You tell her, yes?
Yes, but
Yes.
I think the idea is you have to wait another 12 months before you marry someone else.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Right, OK. What, and you'd have liked that, wouldn't you? If you would have had to wait that long, Shell, honestly, would you have accepted that? No.
Oh, see how it's either your fault or mine.
No.
Never his.
It's my fault. I know that. I admit everything here. I admit it's my fault, OK?
So, why do you go around and see her then?
Shell, I don't.
You've been coming round to my flat every week. Twice sometimes. You were there this morning. Are you denying that?
No, I'm not
I used to try and shut you out, Peter, and you wouldn't go away.
Yes, and why? Because of Simon. Shell, that's mine. So listen, if I went round there at all, which, yes, I admit it, I did sometimes, then it was only to see him, it was to see Simon, it was never, ever to see her, OK?
So why, all the times you were there, did you never tell her about us?
Yeah, Peter, why didn't you?
What about us?
About us getting engaged. About us being married.
Well, obviously because I daren't.
Daren't?
No, I daren't. Because I know what she's like.
Oh.
She'd want to get at you, or she wouldn't let us have a divorce. Shell, I don't know what she'd have done, but I couldn't risk it.
So now it's my fault?
And I'll tell you something else. I'm right. Because what's she doing? As soon as she's found out, she's come round here and she's trying to split us up.
Oh, no.
Oh, no? Well, I'm sorry. Well, then what's this, then?
I came round here to find you to talk about your idea of us getting back together.
Ah, no. Oh, no. That was never my idea, Shell. That was her idea. That's the last thing I wanted, honestly.
Oh, so what was I doing then?
What you found out?
I found out when I got here!
I was the one who showed her our wedding photos. She only went to get hers when she'd seen mine.
When you married me, you wanted Shelley. And then when you married Shelley, you wanted me back again. There's probably a name for it, some kind of syndrome.
I don't ever want you back. And you know that because I told you. This is terrible. You know, it's terrible for both of you. For all of us, it's terrible. And it's my fault. It's all my fault. I've lied and I've kept things a secret when I shouldn't have. But now we all know the truth. All three of us. We know everything. So, now what?
It was extremely embarrassing.
Did he say anything about me?
He didn't go into detail, but I got the impression we were all of us babbling away like a cage full of monkeys. One thing the vicar did say, he felt all right, and he didn't have any of Mrs. Duckworth's brownies.
Well, that's it. That's proof. It must have been then. I've tried telling him, but all I got was a load of abuse.
Boring. Hiya.
Hiya.
Oh, hi, Maria. Do you want a drink?
Yeah, go on then. I'll have a white wine and soda, cheers.
White wine soda? Well, if you two want to talk or, you know... No, it's nothing you can't do. I was just telling Todd I'm not going to London anymore. I'm staying around here.
All right. Well, don't really know quite what I should say to that, but...
Well, you could say good.
OK, good.
Oh, two of you now then, is it? Well, I'm sorry, Vera, but there's no doubt those of us who ate your brownies really did experience some very strange effects.
Well, I'll tell you this, Emily Bishop. You can have as many meetings as you like, but I won't be baking again for you. I thought I were doing you a good turn.
But was it your own recipe, or did you get it from someone?
What does it matter? There were no odd about it. Somebody gave me some herbs, that's all.
What sort of herbs?
Herbs. You know, a bit of flavouring. Oh, look, I'll go get them, and then you can have a look at them yourself. I'm just fed up of this.
You do not come round to my flat ever again. You do not go near my son ever again. But what you can do, you can pay for him. You can pay for him for the rest of his life.
Which I did offer to do.
And I said no. Well, now I'm saying yes. But I don't want to see you, and I don't want him seeing you, ever. Have you got that?
Yeah. And we all know why you're saying this, don't we?
Because you have been lying through your teeth to both of us, and now you've been found out.
No, this is you trying to get revenge because I turned you down when you wanted to give it another try.
Yeah, believe whatever you like.
Oh, I do, because it's true.
I could have had you back whenever I wanted, Peter, as Shelley probably knows. But of course I didn't want you, so you took her as second best, which I think she probably knows as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm sure you've got plenty to talk about.
So it's my turn now, is it?
Oh, you're off now then, are you?
Night.
You look terrific. Doesn't she look terrific? Yeah. So obviously something's going on in your life. What is it? Work, men?
Well, there's not been too many of them recently. No one special, anyway.
What about that bloke you see?
I got rid of him.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you let me take you out for dinner and you can tell me all about it?
Oh, yeah? And then what? I know you, Nick.
No.
No, look, get my own dinner, thanks. Leave you two to chat. See ya.
Bye. See yourself. Come and have a bite with us. Take some drinks back.
Look, these are them herbs, and everything else is what me and our Jack's eaten all his life.
I must admit, I don't know what they are.
Can I have a look at that?
Oh, of course, you're a chef, aren't you? You'll know what they are.
What I know about this, Vera, I didn't learn in the kitchen. It's cannabis. Not bad stuff either, if I'm any judge.
I'm not saying that you planned it. That you wanted to be married to the both of us.
Wish I would have planned it. Then we wouldn't have been in this mess.
Yeah. I suppose you were going to tell me about her.
I was.
But I was in a state over Sharon, so you felt that you couldn't.
Shell, that's it. That is all I ever wanted, was not to hurt you, love.
That was months ago. It's been ages since when you could have told me.
Yeah, and I would have done. Honestly, I would have done once I got that divorce.
Would you, though?
Yes.
I don't think you know what you'd have done. I think you make it up as you go along. Anyway, never mind that. Point is, when you had a free choice, at the beginning of all this, when you were engaged to me, and you were seeing her, so you had a free choice, you went and you chose her.
And I got it wrong. But then I came back, didn't I? I came back to put things right with you.
Only because she kicked you out. I'm sorry, Peter. But I want you to go.
Shell, please, just...
I want you to go. I don't want you here a minute longer.
What, you want me to move out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I can see who that'll please, eh? Because I'll be miserable. I think you'll be miserable. But Lucy will be laughing her head off. She will have achieved exactly what she came here to achieve.
I don't care about Lucy! I care about us! And the one thing I know right now is I can never, ever trust you again. Even the things you say now. I can't believe a word because you're twisting and you're turning. Saying this wasn't your fault and that wasn't your fault. And you're going to do that, but you're going to do the other thing. But some always stop you. Well, the one thing I do know is when he came to it, Peter, you chose her over me. And the only reason you came back is because she kicked you out.
And I'm glad she did.
Well, I'm not. I wish she'd have kept you. Because it would have saved me from this sham marriage. Farce, you called it. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was a farce of a marriage. One that you begged me to go through. Right here in this room, Peter. You begged and you pleaded me to go through. When you knew you were already married to her.
Because that's how much I wanted you, Shell. It is.
You know something else, do you? Do you?
No.
Do you know something else? All this talk of trying to start a family. But you already had a family, didn't you? You've already got a family, Peter. You know what? You can go to him now. Because I never want to see you again. Ever. Now get out! Get out!
What number is it? 999?
Well, it's not really an emergency.
Well, I think it is. I could be done for drug dealing if I don't do something about it. And don't say up to my Jack or Tyrone or else they'll tip her off. Police?
Oh, Peter, I've been trying to warn you, man.
Yeah? Well, I wish somebody had 12 months ago.
So what's been decided?
Well, just that I'm the lowest of the low. And neither of them want anything to do with me again, ever.
Shelley will come round.
I don't think so somehow, mate. Not this time.
Her name's Mars. Well, I don't know her second name. I'll tell you where you'll find her most days. You know the allotment?
She's thrown him out.
So it's back to Lucy, is it?
No, the way he talks, she's not too keen on him either. Looks like he's gone straight from 2 wives to none at all.